Hello, everyone. Welcome to this C League match between hsypsx and Bryan. Going to be doing commentary here. Both are pretty strong players who are likely to be in contention for promotion from this division, as well as Warfrat, another former A-leaguer like Bryan. So, taking a look at this first board, villages are pretty limited. You just have like nobles and march. Trashing also pretty absent. So maybe apothecary could be good. Um, Overall, a pretty weak board, I would say. Um, yeah, a lot of gainers. I mean, you could go like groom, march, and then gain like a potion, and you get a silver. I mean, I don't even know that apothecary is that great. Like, drawing a bunch of cards isn't doing that much for, like, it's probably ultimately going to be a money-ish kind of board. You could even like go like groom march, gain silver. Yeah, hsypsx goes for the potion. It's probably fine. There's also some potential to like march a leprechaun at some point. Yeah, they both go potion. I think that's pretty reasonable. I might just take two silvers now. Goes for shanty. Okay. Assume this is Oppo for both. Yeah. I mean, even if you do get the Leprechaun March thing going, it's like then you have the Leprechaun in your deck, and that's probably not such a good thing here. Yeah, okay, this shanty's looking pretty good for Bryan. Um, so I guess hsypsx is like one card away from being able to do the Lep March thing now. Yeah. Yeah, this is just all really awkward. Yeah, you take another shanty and a kiln. Yeah, I mean, you get it off once, and then you just have this leprechaun that maybe doesn't do that much. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you could just kind of buy whatever you would have wished for. Yeah, now this kiln is looking pretty garbage. Um, so this goes for a nobles. Yeah, I was thinking either nobles or oppo there. Here for Bryan, probably marches the. I think I would have marched the groom. Like I don't know. I just feel like these decks are not like good enough for kiln to work out that well. I mean, maybe it'll like gain you an Opal or a Nobles, but yeah, I'm really quite low on Kiln. It's just it just doesn't do that much most of the time. I guess you can gain a Shanty with it here, so that's better than what hsypsx first Kiln play looked like. Yeah. So Nobles, Province, Oppo, something else. Nobles, okay. Man, yeah, this kiln for hsypsx just absolute garbage. I think you probably just buy an Oppo here. Yeah. Kiln's still doing absolutely nothing for Bryan. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know that these kilns were like bad. I mean, what was the alternative? Like, I don't know. Here, probably. I mean, you could do something like groom for um, groom for a groom, march the groom, get a shanty. I mean, I don't. Having two grooms in your deck is like not that exciting. Yeah, just gonna go for a shanty and then buy another shanty. So I guess with that play, Bryan's kind of saying that he thinks a groom and a horse is worse than nothing. I'm not sure I believe that. I don't know. I don't really have very strong opinions about this board. I mean, it mostly just seems pretty weak. I don't know. I think I like their. I think I like the Groom March potion opens from both of them. But yeah, you want a lap? Okay. I mean, maybe the deck will work out, or we'll get to a point where you can actually activate it. Nobles is kind of a nice thing to be able to wish for. Yeah, like can you activate it here? I don't think so. No, right? Yeah, they're like one card short, really. Unfortunately. Goes for Pilgrimage, Nobles, Oppo, and Shanty, I guess. I think hsypsx's Kiln is yet to gain anything. He's played it like 3 times. Man. Ugh. I assume this is just another Oppo for Bryan. I guess you could get like a Pilgrimage. It's the alternative. Yeah, it goes for the Pilgrimage. Oh, hsypsx took another kiln. The yeah. I mean, what's the alternative? Like another shanty? Yeah. I don't know. Oh, hey, Bryan can actually get like an Oppo off of Kiln. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm assuming it's play horse now, draw the shanty, play shanty Kiln, Oppo. Yeah, the Kiln might just be worse than. I mean, it could like I don't know. I think Bryan's Kiln has worked out a lot better than hsypsx's. So Bryan actually could march a leprechaun here, which I think I'd do that. I think I'd gain. So yeah, it goes for shanty nobles, but yeah, I did have the option of gaining a leprechaun and then marching it. I don't know. Maybe that's what he did was better than that. I'm not sure. Yeah, this Kiln once again, very underwhelming. I've got to say. I guess you could gain an estate with Groom, draw your shanty, and then you can Kiln a nobles. But the nobles, if you draw with the nobles, then it draws stuff dead. Yeah, that definitely sounds correct, J Nails. Yeah, I did my video ranking the menagerie cards not that long ago, and I put Kiln. I put Kiln second from to the bottom, and I feel like seeing this game is making me feel more confident in that decision. Is he okay? Yeah, it does go ahead with the. Oh, okay. Oh, this makes sense then. Yeah. I mean, you have to gain an estate, but I think I like this. I think I like this play. Man, if only this kiln was a curse, that would be so much better. Yeah, I think like Cardinal and Black Cat were the well, those were my next two. Maybe some people would think that one or both of those were worse than Kiln. But yeah, I assume you just buy nobles here, and no, it goes for March. Oh, okay, gaining a noble's the fancy way. I see. Okay. I mean, you could have just bought one, but I guess that works out just as well. Oh, somebody actually did take a leprechaun. Who took the leprechaun? Uh, oh, hsypsx did. It was like a few turns ago. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I would think that if I was gonna just like groom for a leprechaun, I would want to be. I would want to be gaining, or I would be want to be marching at that turn. I feel like hsypsx position looks pretty dominant right now. Not really sure why, to be honest. I mean, seems like hsypsx was the one who had the really sad draws with Groom and whatnot. Or with Kiln. Yeah, the Kilns just were doing absolutely nothing. Well, at least like the first like three plays. I think since then they've been a bit better. Um, I mean, mostly hsypsx got most of the nobles, I think. So okay, gonna kill this. Gonna get another Oppo. Uh-huh. Yep. And then I think this is just gonna be another nobles buy. Um, I think silver's worse than nothing, but with low confidence. Okay, it takes province instead of nobles. I mean, I think that's fine, although if Bryan manages to kill a nobles, then I feel like maybe then the province buy is going to be feeling a little bit sad. Taking that over nobles. What do you do here as Bryan? I mean, mostly you lose. Yeah, okay. Bryan just resigns. Right on cue. Yeah, I don't know if that was just like player one or something else. I don't think they made any decisions that game that I like super disagreed with, but like I said, I also didn't really feel like I had very strong opinions about that board. Okay, so here we have like a hop board with there's like dead and lackeys and sinister plot for draw. You got thinning with sanctuary. Um, Open seems like pretty clear plot silver, I think, for Bryan. Yeah, I definitely want plot. And then for hsypsx, well, would you rather have Sank, or would you rather have lackeys or fishermen? I definitely want Sank on the 5. Goes for the fisherman. Um, yeah, it's not super clear to me. Okay, Bryan takes Shanty. Okay. Do I like that? Okay, this is nice. Oh, I thought he had 2 buys for some reason. I think I'd take a lackeys pretty easily here now. Yeah, I think this is pretty easy lackeys for hip six. I mean, you want the cycling, yeah. I feel like I feel like the shuffle trigger in the open makes Fisherman look a bit better, but yeah, at this point you just want lackeys. Bryan looks borderline lost right now. I feel like this, like the shanty thing, like it didn't work out as far as hitting five. Like yeah, it's like okay, now you trigger. Also, yeah, this shanty looks pretty bad at the moment. I mean, I feel like if you would have opened lackeys instead of shanty, it would have done like the same thing for most of the game, and like now it would be better. So, I mean, really, I would have preferred a silver open over either of those cards, but whoa, not lackeys. I would have taken lackeys over that fisherman. And yeah, this turn looks pretty bad. So maybe Bryan should have taken a den to trigger, but yeah, I mean it's pretty sad for like because if you take den there, then you're not gonna thin a card for forever. Um, so I think here for hip six. Uh, hmm. Could be horn by now. Could also take another den. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, I do think they're underbuying lackeys. I mean, especially on these fast boards, it's like, yeah, you just buy lackeys with reckless abandon. It's like Mayfair. Whoa, doesn't play that skulk? What? Oh, that seems horrible to me. Like, Bryan literally just said that having a lackeys and a free villager would be worse than and attacking your opponent would be worse than nothing. That's just nonsense. Just total nonsense, I think. Um Here I think I would take Skulk Lackeys. Yeah, I think I would have taken Skulk Lackeys there. Um, yeah, I mean plot seems all right. I mean maybe like Lackeys plot could have been decent. Not sure. I mean in any case, I think hip six is like completely won. Okay. So then this is like another den, another well, no, I think it's like another horn and two lackeys. Yeah. Um, yeah, I feel like two lackeys is a lot more draw than just like one den, right? I mean, I think what he did is probably fine too. Yeah, I mean, I think the 2-5 was real good here. I mean, and I also just really think Bryan should have opened silver. Like, it just took him so long um, to get a 5 cost in the deck, and yeah, just did not work out well at all. Lackey's Den looks good. I mean, mostly I think Bryan could resign, but yeah, I mean, I think the thing is with lackeys, like people worry like, oh, like you're gonna run out of villagers, right? And like, really, like the solution to not running out of villagers is to just keep buying lackeys. Like honestly, like I feel like on a board, like on fast boards like this, like because of Horn, it's like that unironically is just true. Like the way not to run out of villagers is to just keep on buying them. So, yeah, I think here you probably want like, well, like double horn lackey's den looks totally fine. I gold sank. What? I don't know why I'd want a gold here. I mean, the only reason I'd want a gold is for the 8th unique, but I mean, I don't really feel... It's not like hsypsx needs to be gaining provinces next turn. Like, there's... Yeah, I mean, I think generally with Horn, like, you really want to wait till the last possible opportunity to get the 8 uniques. I mean, personally, I don't even really think about how many uniques I have until... Well, until either, like, I need to be hitting 5 or, like, I'm trying to hit 8 next turn. But yeah, Horn, Den... I think I just take... Yeah, Horn... Yeah, I agree with this set of buys. This seems a lot more resignable for Bryan than the position he resigned in last game. Yeah. Okay, so... I mean, a lackey's... It can draw 2 cards, yeah. Can do the exact same thing, in fact. Yeah. Whoa, fisherman? I don't know. I feel like... I feel like almost every fisherman that was bought this game should have been a lackey's. Like, maybe not every single one. Like, I think the fisherman that hsypsx opened with, I think that one was correct. But I think that might have been the only correct fisherman by this game. Is that true? Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe that's not, it's not quite that extreme, but yeah, I mean hsypsx can do anything and win. How many uniques are we at right now? Like, so like 6. So I guess you could just gain... How's like 3 horns, a den, a lackeys, and a skulk? I mean, he could press the resign button. That would probably make him lose. Maybe gaining a Mandarin would set back the position quite a bit, too. Oh, okay. Okay, that's how we resign games. Okay, yeah, and then just, like, skulk lackeys. Yeah, okay. And then we win next turn. This is what happens when you don't buy enough lackeys. You don't have enough villagers, and then... No, I can get 7 provinces and then buy 1. Right? Because he has 7 horns and then enough money to buy the last province. I mean, yeah, you could also just, like, go for fishermen, horns, dens. I mean, that's totally fine, too. Multiple ways of winning. Maybe if you pile out the lackeys, that's kind of like it's like a redemption arc, you know. You didn't buy the enough lackeys the whole game, and then like the last turn you take all four of them. So okay, yeah, this is 8 provinces. I mean, there's other ways of winning as well, but okay, yeah, it looks like hsypsx gonna go for. Yeah. Oh yeah, that is nice playing the worm. You don't risk giving your opponent a decision. I mean, in League, that's kind of just an etiquette thing. But I don't know. On ladder, it's like I feel like there's people like you give them that one last decision, right? When it's clear they're gonna lose, and like they just take forever on it. So sometimes you can save yourself quite a bit of time by. Okay, this is a pretty powerful board. Villa Watchtower, yeah, banquets means Villa basically costs 3. Sounds like there's somebody who's unmuted. So, yeah, Watchtower, Spice Merchant. Looks like the obvious open. I'm not sure if it's the best open. I mean, Armory. It's probably fine to do it like this. Okay, this is pretty sad for Bryan. I guess get another Watchtower. I agree with all of this. Yep. Watchtower for Villa. And draw a million cards. Could do something. So these last 2 cards are 2 coppers. So you could do something like Spice Merchant for buy, top deck a Tormentor. Oh no, you would just Spice Merchant for draw. No reason to have 2 coppers on top of your deck. Do I want to top deck a Tormentor? Do we want to top deck a Tormentor? I mean, I feel like a Tormentor. Well, I guess you could take an Armory too. Maybe that's better. Yeah, it goes for the Armory. Could take 4 horses this turn. That's an option. Other option would be like top deck a silver, top deck another Armory. Yeah, I think Hostelry is probably best. Although it's a little sad not drawing a Watchtower with this turn for this turn as hsypsx. Copper running. Yeah, it seems kind of unlikely. I mean, you'd need to buy 23 banquets to pile coppers. I don't think banquets getting bought quite 23 times. Although it's something to think about. Okay, so they both go for Armory. I don't know. I mean, I feel like the Tormentor could be decent. Okay, just goes for this to get the Tormentor. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, this is super bad now for hsypsx. Yeah, I feel like that play is like pretty reasonable. The top or the gaining villa with armory to get Tor. I mean, I feel like Tormentor is probably the way you want to go as far as econ. Like maybe like Tormentor, and then you can get like a platinum eventually. I mean, I don't think like silver and gold just like well, partially because of Bandit Fort, but just also partially because they're not very good cards. Don't really look that great. So Bryan, got to be feeling pretty good right now. I don't know what these last two cards are. I know one of them's an estate. It's kind of one short of being able to. If you had 6, you could like go Tormentor Villa. That'd be nice. Trash estates with Watchtower. I don't think I really understand. Okay. I mean, you could buy an estate and trash it, but it doesn't really make a lot of progress in any direction. This could just be a Tormentor. Yeah, it goes for the Tormentor. Okay, now just Banquet for Villa, sure. Seems pretty clear. Whoa, buys a Villa? Okay, yeah, I was gonna undo that. I mean, buying a Villa relative to Banquet for 1 is just wasting a coin, really. Okay. Could, like, top deck a Watchtower. Okay, trash is a wall. Yeah, that's a pretty good hex. I think you buy another Tormentor here. I mean, what else? I guess you could buy a Hostelry and like 1 horse, but I think I'd rather have the Tormentor. Oh man, the perils of clicking on the copper rather than autoplay treasures. Yeah, looks like hsypsx is going for the hostile replay. Yeah. Okay, so just Villa. I guess you have to decide if you want to like Armory for a Villa or just play the Watchtower. I think I'd probably Armory for a Villa. I mean, we're probably looking to empty villas here as Bryan this turn, so yeah. Okay, looks like clear Banquet for the Villa here. Gatekeeper doesn't even really stop the gate in play, right? I mean, maybe you have to like exile your Villa, but or wait, does it even work on Villa? Like if you gain a Villa, does it actually go into exile or does it just go into hand? Oh, okay, yeah, Gatekeeper is garbage. That I mean we already knew that, but okay, I think this is like pretty clear. Just like buy this last Villa. Right? Yeah, you wanna deny that to hsypsx. Pretty underwhelming turn, of course. For Bryan now, probably just gonna like buy another Tormentor here. I guess you could also do Hostelry and like 1 horse. I would think like 2 horses now. Hostelry 2 horses. For hip 6. I mean, you're gonna like terminal space is a bit tighter now that the villas are gone, and I feel like Bryan got most of the villas, right? Uh, yeah, Bryan has like 7 villas, so hostelry. Yeah. Okay, goes for another watchtower. Okay. Seems like buy and then draw. Yep. Yep. And yeah, this is kind of the sad part about villas being empty for hip 6. This plague would hurt a lot if Bryan didn't have the watchtower in hand. Maybe just another hostelry here. I mean, terminal space is just a bit tight. I mean, I know there's 2 villas in that next hand, but I don't think you really have room for like another tormentor or something. Yeah, I like this. Yep. So just draw with a spice merchant seems pretty clear. Yeah, if you, this is basically the upside of drawing with a spice merchant first. Okay, misery. Yeah, if you stop here, you can top deck some goodies. And also Banquet. Yeah, that looks good. So, like, Banquet for Tormentor, Banquet for Hostelry. Oh, I don't know how many villas there are. Let's... Or how many... Well, I know there's, like, 3 villas in there. I don't know what the Watchtower situation is. I think there is already 1 watchtower down there. Oh, this is just a mistake. That's just a mistake because playing the copper and not... You should have banqueted for that hostelry instead of... Yeah. I think, yeah, J Nails also is correct. Given that Bryan won the Villa split 7-3, Bryan's in a much better spot for like a curse pile out. I mean, you could also make an argument for lowering coppers, although at this point it seems pretty unlikely those are going to run. But yeah, I mean, Bryan also just like passed up a free horse that turn by buying the hostelry instead of banqueting for it. I think the more plus buy argument also means that Bryan should even have banqueted for the watchtower instead of just buying it. Yep. Okay. Interesting question. I think I play the... Okay. I think I would have played the watchtower before the horse, but playing the horse first worked out. Okay, can draw 2 with this. I think now I'm thinking about stopping. Although maybe not. You know, if we would have bought 3 curses, if we would have lowered curses by 3 last turn, we would have won this turn. Yeah. Yeah, I think that not lowering curses was actually a pretty big deal. Because, yeah, with like 6 curses left in the supply, I mean, like, hsypsx couldn't touch them because, I mean, with like 4 buys max. Well, I guess 5 if the Spice Merchant gives buy. But, I don't think I like Colony here. I mean, yeah, okay, gonna go like Watchtower Hostelry, I'm assuming. Watchtower Tormentor, okay. Oh. Yeah, that seems reasonable. I mean, hsypsx just doesn't... Seems pretty unlikely hsypsx can actually get there, especially being down 2 points. So this seems pretty reasonable. I don't feel a need to play I think I would just play Hostelry in this position. Okay, goes for a second Spice Merchant. Okay, yeah, it gets to counter that Hex with the Watchtower React again. Okay, pretty clear Tormentor Copper discard. Might end up being even a little friendly if Bryan manages to draw a village. Okay, yeah, so that worked out. I mean, the greed wasn't friendly, right? It just didn't do anything. Or, well, I guess lowering coppers is kind of in Bryan's interests, but it's extremely minor. Yeah, I mean, Hostelry is the card that you want, but also, yikes, like, that's kind of a lot of lowering. Okay, now gonna take a Tormentor, sure. Okay, yep. Second Spice Merchant is starting to look a little bad. Part of me wants to take, like, 2 Hostelries here. Just as, like, a super aggressive play, and with, you know, since opponents diluted, like, they can't pile out on you. Oh, wait, no, what am I saying? Diluted doesn't matter for that because of Banquet. Yeah, no, that's not really relevant. So, in that case, what do we buy then? Like, a Harem? I guess you could buy, like, Hostelry Tunnel. Maybe Hostelry Banquet. Hostelry is fine. I mean, the coppers really aren't, like, that bad because... Well, they might even be good because you have so many Spice Merchants. Yeah. I mean, I think I like Hostelry Tunnel maybe better than... Hmm. Buy a gold. Um, yeah, I'm thinking either like hostelry, banquet hostelry, tunnel banquet hostelry, harem. I think those are like the things I'm looking at. I'm not super confident. I mean, I don't really know what's in hsypsx deck. I know there's two more estates down there, but that's really all I know. Flat, okay. Goes, yeah, okay, it does go for this kind of aggressive play. Okay, so seeing what this is. Yeah, I mean, it does say colony or you lose. Um, I think I like this play. If I know what this top deck is, I think I would have. I think I preferred top decking an estate there because we might want to buy harem. Okay, so now, yeah, now Bryan just loses. Fear. No, I think fear is 5 or more. Yeah, fear is 5 or more in hand. Um, yeah, I think Bryan. Well, I think the clearest mistake that Bryan made was not lowering the curses. Like, there was a position where it's like there were just 3 unspent buys, and yeah, if he would have just milled 3 curses, then yeah. Yeah, most points you can score here is you can go up to 9, but yeah, mostly you just lose. Um, so yeah, so 3-0 for hsypsx right now. Um, yeah, I mean, I feel like hsypsx draws were quite a bit better in the first 2 games. But I think that game was different. That game was really Bryan's to lose, I think. And yeah, not milling curses. There were some other mistakes, like I think, yeah, it was like one time Bryan like turned down a free horse. Delve Philosopher's Stone. What is this board? I think it's just like armory for a million conspirators and heralds and maybe a few schemes. Turn down a free horse. Like he bought a hostelry over banqueting for 1 once. Uh oh, it's like some music. Okay, sure. No, Philosopher's Stone looks horrible here as per usual. Uh, this is a lot of schemes. I feel like maybe I would have. Well, I mean, there is the conspirator scheme thing. Maybe, yeah, it's probably all right. Um, Herald, okay. Top deck's a Herald. Uh-huh. Well, I mean, the schemes are kind of low opportunity cost, right? I mean, the alternative is like a pawn. I mean, I feel like maybe some of these schemes should have been pawns, but it's not super clear to me. I feel like I probably would have opened pawn, but I don't know. Tracker. I don't think I love tracker here. Uh, that order seemed weird. Yeah, I would have played the second scheme before the Herald. I mean, I actually like tracker in general. It's just like here. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, it feels like with Armory and with Scheme, it's like that consistency that you would want from Tracker you kind of already have. Whoa. No, I wanted to gain and play a Conspirator here. For sure, yeah. Yeah, that was weird. I also feel like they've been taking, like, I feel like some of these heralds should have been conspirators. Okay, 6. Yeah, looks like clear border village. Um, uh, I think workshop and armory, I think, are very close. Um, I mean, duplicate and camel train are also. Well, I think camel train is better than all those cards, really. But yeah, I mean, if you count duplicate, I think duplicate's probably worse than workshop and armory. So I think we want to gain and play. Well, either another armory or a conspirator. Maybe if you want to think about what that last card is, maybe that affects your decision. Um, what gained and played a herald. Okay. Buys the last herald. Okay. I mean, I guess Bryan won the herald split, but I don't think that's really a big deal. Yeah, I really feel like more than one conspirator should have been taken by now. I mean, with with Scheme around, it's like it's very easy to consistently activate your herald or your conspirators. Scheme also has some anti-synergy with herald, right? Because like if you top deck all your action cards, then you don't have a lot of cards left for herald to hit. Um, hmm. So gonna have like 8 money here. Takes farmer's market. I would take 2 conspirators here. I mean, maybe border village conspirator Scheme is okay too. Yeah, border village conspirator and I assume Scheme. Pawn. Uh, yeah, I mean the plus buy is kind of nice. I could see that. I could see that. I almost feel like I could have been down for a third armory, although I mean at a certain point it's kind of too late. Okay, undoes just buys 2 conspirators. I mean that seems perfectly reasonable as well. I think this is card coin. Maybe card buy. Okay. Top deck conspirator buy conspirator seems very clear to me. Piles are a bit low, but I don't think hsypsx can win here. Top deck 4 heralds. Yep. Nine. Do we need to just buy province? Yeah, just buys province. I mean, it seems kind of hard to figure out what else you're buying. I mean, I guess like border village, duchy, and a 3. Conspirator, oh, I think, well, if Bryan would have tracked his deck better, then he would have been able to not play that Herald that drew a pouch and revealed a copper, but, yeah, okay, province here makes a lot of sense. It's a little bit of a sad shuffle, though. You can just top deck 2 Heralds. This is a really nice Sun's Gift. I mean, I don't think you even need to discard anything. I mean, you could discard the copper, but I think I'd rather just take my 2 guaranteed Herald hits. Well, maybe that's not super clear. Oh, okay, yeah, this is actually better than what I was... Yeah, this is better than the play that I would have done, because, yeah, if you do the armory, you actually still get 2 guaranteed Herald hits, so that's really nice. Looks like hsypsx is probably winning here, although it really needs buys. Yeah, okay, I guess you just, like, take a farmer's market here, and then you have, like, 13. That's a slightly awkward number. Yeah, hsypsx buys situation is just pretty darn awkward. I mean, for 13, maybe you buy province duchy. I mean, province conspirator just seems pretty risky. I mean, I guess there's like 2 border villages, 2 duchies, but I think I'd rather have the province. So yeah, I think it's just province duchy. I'm too afraid to click on that conspirator. I mean, maybe it's fine, but I think hsypsx position is looking quite good. Yeah, it goes for the duchy. I mean, it's not that the duchy is, like, super necessary, but, like, I don't know. Yeah. Like, if there was, like, a good card that you could buy that didn't lower piles, then that would be a bit different, but... Okay, this is a pretty terrible turn for Bryan. Like, pretty predictable, though, that the shuffle was not good. Top deck conspirator, buy duchy, you lose next turn. Yeah, gains a farmer's market. Am I the only one paying attention to the actual game? Feels like I am. Yeah. So this doesn't win. It also doesn't hit province. I think I would have armoried for a conspirator before playing this herald, because that way, like, you can definitely hit province. Yeah, and I mean, the thing is, like, if you are gonna plan on winning, like, conspirator is definitely the thing you want to armory anyway. And, well, I mean, even if you don't win, then armory for conspirator is good because it gets you to province, of course. Anyway, Bryan wins here. So after the farmer's market points, yeah, farmer's market points and province is enough points, but Yeah, there's no way we're getting to 8 money here. So, okay. Uh, what was that farmer's market doing? I feel like a silver would have been better than that farmer's market, because then you could buy duchy. Alternatively, like, you could play the armory after the scheme, and then you have a like a pawn on top of your deck instead of a duchy. I think I would have preferred that to what was done as well. Pretty sad turn for hsypsx, though. Maybe this game will be competitive again. Actually, yeah, Bryan might actually be winning this turn. Uh-huh. This is card and coin, I think. Yeah, I think card coin. Yep. Okay, well, this isn't winning, but province duchy is a lot of points, and I think that's definitely what he should buy. Yeah, this game's starting to look competitive again. I don't know. Yeah, I was really, really counting out Bryan, but I think that turn where hsypsx just drew 3 conspirators and dudded hurt quite a bit. I assume this is duchy. Yep. Yeah, these duchy decks are pretty garbage at this point. Well, that's not an inspiring turn. I mean, part of me wants to take an estate, but I really don't want it on top of my deck, so I think I'd take a pawn instead. Although, I don't know. hsypsx is probably just winning. I mean, it's just, yeah, if you take an estate, then, like, even if you get another turn, that's not so inspiring, right? Yeah, like, imagine if this pawn was an estate, right? Then, like, even if... Well, yeah, it looks like hsypsx wins now. I mean, it definitely helps you not lose. Like, Bryan wouldn't have lost that turn if hsypsx... Uh, or... Yeah, if Bryan took an estate, that would have bought him another turn. But, like, that turn that it bought him would have been so crappy that I just don't think it would have been worth it. Okay, this is kind of an interesting board. Coven looks really, really good. Seems like, yeah, pretty automatic Coven Patrician. For hsypsx, also for Bryan, they both have 5-2. Golem's the only village, so I think we're probably just playing with no villages. Maybe? Maybe we play with Golem. Not sure. This could be bridge now. Coven looks great to me. I mean, Coven looks like the strongest card on the board, as far as I can see. I think this is bridge. I mean, bridge could help getting some more patricians. Yeah, I mean, I think an ugly masterpiece thing. Could be good. Yeah, they both take the bridge. I feel like we're probably going for Golem eventually. Yeah, you know what? I think I like Golem here. Reason being that well, partially because the potion gives you keep points, but partially because, like, with all the curses, right, like, that sifting from Golem is just going to be, like, super, super valuable. So, Yeah, I would take potion now as Bryan. Or wait, no, Bryan already took potion. So okay, yeah, artisan. What's the curse split looking like? Yeah, pretty even right now. Uh-huh. Maybe just Wayfarer? I don't know that I really want two artisans. Yeah, it feels like you maybe don't have support for two artisans. Okay, it does go for the second artisan, though. This might just be pass for Bryan. I don't know that I really want a silver. Yeah, it takes the silver. It's probably fine. I think this is another bridge. Well, I don't care about keep points right now. I mean, yeah, it's certainly far too early to be caring about those, I think. Yeah, I would just take another bridge. I mean, I'm going to want to play a lot of bridges. Or, as many bridges as I can with just Golem as my village. Okay, takes the silver. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Bryan gets his Golem. Okay, hsypsx even gonna take. Oh, okay, gonna take this is hsypsx first potion. Okay. Um. And yeah, gets the Golem. Okay, yeah. So now hsypsx is gonna win the curse split really big. Here. I mean, he could just like top deck an Emporium. I think I'd just top deck the Emporium. I mean, it doesn't score points, but I feel like a Peddler is probably the best thing you're gaining with it. Like, you probably don't really have enough terminal space to want a bridge over that. And obviously, Coven's not. Really? Whoa, takes a Coven? Oh, I don't agree with that at all. I mean, because of where Bryan is in the shuffle, it looks like it doesn't matter that much. Like, if you play Coven this turn, or like next turn, or even the turn after, looks like the curses are really going into the same shuffle. So yeah, I don't agree with that Golem over, or that Coven over Emporium at all. I mean, I get the sadness of like gaining an Emporium that doesn't score you points. Like that is sad, but yeah, I would gain I would top deck Emporium here as well. Dismantle. Okay, I mean, dismantle can get rid of curses. I mean, that's kind of nice. Sounds like there might be somebody unmuted now as well. Yeah, this is another spot where I really want an Emporium. Yep. And yeah, I think normally that's the kind of situation where I'd say like, oh, think about if you're going to need the money or not. Um, and doesn't use the money there. Although it's not super clear to me that, like, whoa, what? Uh, I would have trashed Curse over Estate there any day. Naked Masterpiece? What? I mean, it's Emporium, or it's Keep Points, which obviously is why they bought it. I just don't think I agree. Well, I mean, look, I get the Golem hate. Like, I don't really think Golem's a good card either, but like on a board like this, it seems pretty good. Like, it is the only village. It's also one of the only draw cards. Wayfarers also draw. But like the sifting is also just like really valuable, and with Artisan to gain potion, like yeah, it looks really good here. Yeah, I mean, I guess they're just kind of going for. Wait, what happened? I'm confused. Did somebody like undo an entire turn? Uh. Server reset. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay, so. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, this is fine, I guess. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that masterpiece, it's like, it's not like buying something else would have been any better. Um, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't think it was. It might be fine. Uh, now we just keep buying masterpieces to fight for those Emporium points. I guess, yeah, if we're going down the route of just fighting for Emporium points, you probably buy a big masterpiece here. Yeah. I mean, I guess this is kind of predictable as far as how this game ends. I mean, yeah, It wasn't really super clear to me, like, Masterpiece versus Reap versus Province there. And if you Reap, you could get an even bigger Masterpiece the next turn, so. Huh. One more. Well, I generally don't think. I don't think it's fair to say, like, oh, province is 6 points, right? And then gold is 5 points, right? Because, like, the thing is, it's not. Like, the gold isn't really 5 points. That's kind of a lie. Because it's like, you don't know that it's actually going to win you the keeps. Like, it's 5 points right now, but those are points that you could lose. And, like, the province points you're never going to lose. I mean, unless you, like, dismantle the province or something, but. What's your argument against what I'm saying? You lose the points. Hmm. Keep. I guess like it's kind of the same argument as like I've seen games where like where for example like you can just kind of outbuild your opponent and then like they might be winning the keep points for now, but like if you outbuild them like you're gonna get those keep points eventually. And so like in that kind of a situation like it does really feel like those points are very temporary, and them just like going all out buying all these treasures that aren't eventually going to give them any points. Like to me that seems very different than if they were buying victory cards. You see what I'm saying? Uh, mm. Yeah, I mean, I guess probably the best way to think about it is that like I'm not sure what this third golem is really doing. Um, what was I saying? Well, I think probably the best way to think about it is that like my points minus my opponent's points is what matters. Um, but I don't know. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna get this potion masterpiece. Uh huh. Yeah, okay. Now it looking like hsypsx is just gonna be able to buy these last two masterpieces here. I assume this is province for Bryan. Maybe reap. What's the gold count? I don't know. Whatever. hsypsx wins. Was that game 5 or game 6? I don't know. I think 5. Okay. All right. So what? One more. Let's see if Bryan can get on the board. Okay, this board. Interesting. Cathedral, no draw. Um, Peddler looks very important. I mean, Sentry is another good trasher, but I think getting thin quickly is just too important. I think you just smash Cathedral here. Oh, I said no draw. I guess Ghost is a little bit of draw. Cathedral Ducat. I mean, Ducat's not going to be getting you Peddlers for a hot minute. They both have the good 3-4 split. I mean, getting a Grove as your terminal is probably what you want. You take... Bryan takes Monument. They both take Monument. I guess that's fine. I mean, I was kind of imagining Grove as my terminal, but... Yeah, this Monument line seems okay, too. This seems like clear Passage, right? I guess you could take Ducat. I think I like Passage better. Second Monument? Really? Ah, that seems bad. This would probably be Treasury for me. Well, for both of them, really. I mean, I guess you could take Sentry, but I don't know. With Cathedral and Ducat, I don't think you're going to need any help with trashing. I mean, I guess Treasury's like a little bit anti-synergistic with Cathedral, but I think I still take one. Really? Okay. I mean, it's not that I don't like Sacred Grove on this board. It's just that you already have a terminal. Um, Okay, so I think here is Bryan. I think I'd take a ghost and then duck it. Uh, okay. Yes, I would definitely trash for the ducat. Yeah. I mean, I think it just gets you. I think the fast trashing is just going to get you to getting lots of peddlers and GMs sooner, and I think that's worth whatever cathedral awkwardness it causes later in the game. Um, yeah, okay, chooses to trash the copper instead of the mirror. Vineyard. Yeah, I mean, Vineyard looks relevant. I mean, mostly I just want all the GMs and all the peddlers, but yeah, I mean, Vineyard does seem like a decent card here. Yeah, now here's where I'm wishing I really had some plus buy as Bryan. Um, I mean, do you just buy Ducat now? Like, yeah. I mean, I don't even think I minded the monument opens. Yeah, I mean, I think Cathedral Monument is fine. I think I actually agree with that even. And then just like no Grove and like Monument's your only terminal. But yeah, I just really feel like they needed Ducat. Okay, so now Bryan get to add the Grove. So okay, now this is like for Bryan, it's a very clear trash mirror discard monument, I'd say. Um, thanks. Copper on top. Yep, I agree with this. One Grove. Yeah, I mean, probably depends a bit on your shuffles, right? Like if you can buy the second terminal in such a way that it looks unlikely that you're gonna have a sad collision, it's probably fine. Yeah, I mean the marching groves is something you get. It's low value. I mean, it's not saying it's wrong to do it, but it's just low value. Um, Not super clear to me. Like if you would have gotten Wind's Hex this way, I think you could have gotten a free copper top deck, which I think I would have liked. So then this is gonna be, I think, GM Ducket. Could be GM Peddler. Yeah, it's just so many terminals for Bryan. Yeah, this is a lot of terminals. So now this gains passage. Okay. Yeah, it would have been either passage or ducat there for me, and then this is like pretty clear GM Peddler buy. I don't think March doesn't move the needle for me nearly at all here. I mean, Marching Grove is like super low value, and Marching Monument is like, okay, it's like -1 buy, -1 coin, +1 VP chip. Like, okay. Um, yeah, I mean, Marching Grove, it just kind of depends on what the remaining boons are. This boon looks pretty good for hsypsx. Yeah, I just take that gold. Okay. Doesn't take the gold. That seems weird to me. Yeah, I agree with that set of buys. I just would have taken the gold. Um, Yeah, Crabcat also makes a good point with March. Although that does cost you a peddler if you march your GM or your monument. So that's probably not actually worth it. So I guess the downside to taking the gold would be that you don't really want to march or you don't really want to ghost the monument. But even that, like, I don't know. I don't think monument is that bad of a target for ghost. I mean, it's no GM, but so this is like GM and something like treasury, I guess. Actually, no, I think it's peddler. I think it's peddler. Yeah. Yeah, just because, well, treasury and peddler are pretty similar, but taking a peddler denies it to... Oh, okay, potion. Actually, that might be a fine time for potion. Okay. Oh, passage is nice. Yeah, passage top deck and copper to make sure you don't have to trash any good cards. I think this is like double GM potion peddler for hsypsx. Yeah, seems like potion time. And yeah, I don't need to don't need to buy a copper there, I don't think. Uh-huh. Yeah, just bottom deck copper here. Seems pretty clear. Uh-huh. Okay. This could be 3 GMs in a vineyard. I mean, what else? Like maybe second potion. But yeah, I think just all the GMs make sense. Not a great turn for hsypsx. Maybe Bryan's getting on the board after all. Yeah, what's the GM split? Looks like Bryan has 5 grand markets. Yeah, so Bryan has 5, so yeah, states are not looking like particularly in danger. So here, I mean, could be GM, Vineyard, and maybe Ducat. Could be something else. Treasury Potion and... Yeah, you want to march the monument if this is what you're buying, yeah. Uh-huh. But I think Bryan's position is to be preferred here. Honestly, I don't know why. I feel like a lot of Bryan's early game buys were quite weird. Yeah, so bottom deck, or no, top deck Vineyard. This is weird. This is weird. I would have top decked the Vineyard, bought GM Province Vineyard. Oh, okay, silver is fodder. Yeah, that's true. So then... So what are you buying here? Then like GM, okay. Maybe just second potion now? I don't know if there's a monument in the discard. I don't think so. Sentry. Yeah, I wanted a second potion there for Bryan. Yeah, copper seems marginal. I'm not super clear on it. I don't think I have a strong opinion one way or the other. This is a really friendly hex for Bryan. Or Boone, I guess. Do you seed anything? I don't think I'm seeding anything with Passage. I mean, because what would you seed to trash? Like, Peddler? I mean, you have so many Peddlers. If that's what you want to trash, you'll just draw one anyway. Or you could just trash your Treasury, even. Oh, I guess that's not getting top deck, because Vineyards, but... Yeah, I mean, like, hsypsx buys, like, you know, like, or 2 Vineyards and some stuff, and it looks like hsypsx is winning this. I mean, more Passage could be fine, sure. Not super clear if discarding Monument's better than discarding Silver. I mean, Silver's the preferable card to trash, but if you draw something with Ghost, then... Okay. So yeah, I definitely buy 2 Vineyards here. What else? Probably at least 1 Province. Are Passages... I don't feel like Passage is better than Sentry. So I think I might be down for, like, Province 3 Sentries. Oh, wait, you can't afford that. Oh, so I guess it would be, like, Province 2 Sentries and a Passage. I guess that's what you can afford. Yeah, I think I like that set of buys. I mean, it's scoring points. I mean, hsypsx position looks completely won, kind of regardless. Could also consider buying a 3rd potion. I mean, yeah, I don't... kind of don't think it matters that much. Like, I think any reasonable set of buys would be completely winning. Third. Yeah. Bryan doesn't have nearly enough buys to pile estates, right? Or maybe not nearly, but... Or wait. 6... Oh, wait, no, he actually does. Yeah, 6 Grand Markets and a Grove and the Ghost. Oh, okay. So actually I could even go... Oh, okay, that's actually a little scarier than what I was imagining. So yeah, maybe does need this province. It still doesn't accomplish anything, Sean. Or, like, it only accomplishes something if the boon is good. No, you're not making buy. March does not give plus buy. That's the thing. Yeah, I don't think I like the 2nd province. I think, like, it seems like you had enough points if you just took, like, a bunch of Yeah. Eh. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the position looks pretty dire for Bryan, for sure. Uh, Grove now. Yeah, I would have played. I would have played Grove there. Because yeah, with Grove, I feel like there's more of a chance that you actually get to, well, do something with that. Oh wait, what about cemeteries? Oh, that's actually kind of scary, right? Because oh no, that's 30. That's way too expensive. What am I saying? Um, no, not one short. It's like five short. Yeah. Um, so yeah, there's no win here because like the most he could do is like eight estates plus like province or a vineyard. How many vineyards does hsypsx have right now? Like three. So I guess so. If hsypsx took a bump on vineyards instead of another province, he'd be at 31, and then the most Bryan could take would be 14 points. Puts you at 33. Oh, okay, yeah. So actually, no. You know what? hsypsx was right to take the second province. I think. Yeah, it wasn't super intuitive to me, but yeah. Okay. So, I mean, what do you even do now as Bryan? I mean, I guess three provinces and Vineyard is max points. But, I mean, mostly you're just losing. I guess if you would have gotten Forest Gift, you would have won here. So, I guess that's something. Yeah, I guess it makes more sense not to take Vineyard, although yeah, I mean maybe we're not okay with losing to two potions. So, in that case, what? Just triple province? Nothing else? Or maybe double province and like two sentries? I don't know if that gives Bryan a bump. Maybe it doesn't matter. There's definitely sacred. Eight sacred groves costs 40. There, you don't have anywhere close to 40. No, March doesn't save you money. It costs three in a buy to get three in a buy. I mean, it's possible you get like make a little bit of progress from like, um, if you get Forest, but yeah, it's not going to make up 13. Yeah. Um, so it actually does take two vineyards. So yeah, betting against double potion, which yeah, looks a little scary. It's not super clear to me. Okay. This is looking pretty pretty good now for Bryan. I mean, this kind of thing is the example of Well, I mean, Brian's, I like seeing this. Brian's very happy to have taken the vineyard, I think. Yeah, this is pretty terrifying though. Brian's hand is just so bad though. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying about Bryan feeling happy. Like this is just bad. So yeah, trash the potion, which like okay. I wanted to do the other order. Yeah, I would. Right? Maybe I missed something. Okay. So here, what do you buy? Could buy like Monument March. Monument March Estate. I don't know. I mean, I think Bryan. Well, I don't know where Bryan is on the vineyard stuff. Another potion. Doesn't Bryan have a potion down there? Hmm. Well, I thought there was. I thought Bryan took two potions. Yeah, Bryan's gained two potions this game. Oh no! That was. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, hsypsx wins now. Um. So yeah, that's 6-0 for hsypsx. Yeah, I think hsypsx played really well this match. I mean, definitely. Yeah, I mean, some mistakes from Bryan. I mean, some mistakes from both sides. Although I don't think Bryan played worse than what you would expect for C. So yeah, thanks for listening, everyone, and bye.